Hello buddies, it's Quinlicious here with my first YouTube video on this channel. Woohoo! Today I'll be giving you guys an introduction to this channel, what this channel is about, and what you guys can expect from me in content creation in the future. As you guys can see by the screen here, we're really looking into making content for Infinite Magic Raid. I will create videos for you guys that's surrounding to the game in any way, shape or form. So that can be videos that's related to events. It can be videos related to the systems in game. It can be videos on the news that's going on every single week. And I will also be covering different heroes, how they interact together, and general guides that will help you make your decisions in Infinite Magic Raid slightly easier. I've been playing Infinite Magic Raid since end of January. Now it's September, so that should be about 7 months ago. Since that, I've been enjoying the game every day ever since, and the game has given me a lot of happiness every day while I've been playing, and I've been having some exciting moments as well where I've been celebrating with smoothies and other stuff just to increase my enjoyment. So I really do appreciate all fun I've gotten from Infinite Magic Raid, and that's the main reason why I'm getting into content creation right now. Enough about that, let's jump right into this video. In this video, I'm going to talk about the new patch note that's coming out, that came out on the Discord server. So let's move into the topic for this video. As you guys can see on the screen here, I'm going over the announcement of Friday's banner and the double ongoing fiesta that you can see here. So let's just start with the double ongoing fiesta. Um, Anniversary events continue. Double drops event of Dragoncliff Emblem Challenge and Faction Abyss is available for a limited time from September 4th to September 11th. So let's just see about this. Okay, now it should be okay. So let's start with Dragoncliff, which is the one double event that you can spend your energy on and get a little bit more food. I feel like this event is much more valuable if you're early into the game, trying to push through campaign, for example, need some extra food to awaken your heroes to create solid dungeon teams. In these case of scenarios, farming the Dragon Cliff is amazing. When you get to the mid-late game, I would strongly advise most of you to not farm the Dragon Cliff because there's better energy usages in the game, in farming dungeons, for example. But you can also go the same strategy as me. I'm always grabbing a few eggs, but I'm not investing all my energy into it, so I still have a lot of energy left for the upcoming dungeon events. It's also to burn my stamina so it doesn't overcap like you can see here. It's 1 day and 4 hours, which will suit perfectly when in time of when the next dungeon event is starting. So that's my note on that one. Usually don't farm, but always feel free to take the decision to farm a bit if you feel like you're in need of a bit of food. So let's move into the double faction, which is also amazing. This event, I would recommend everyone to just farm. It's very important that you farm all the 100 because you get double drops of these tokens here, which is making your heroes much stronger in power because your auras will grow much faster than usually. You also get double coins, which is decent, but these double blue and green root stones is also very valuable, especially for new players that needs to max out their blue auras to progress further into the game. So this will actually be more valuable for some players than others, but still, this event is just fantastic. Make sure to play all your faction runs so you can get full value from all the 100 attempts that you have in this event. So let's see, is there something more? Emblem challenge, okay, yeah, let's move into the emblem challenge. So as you can see here, the amount of emblems has dropped, which makes a very huge difference. As usual, when no double emblem is active, you have to complete this run here 96 times. Okay, now I don't have energy. Just give me 1 second. Okay, we just withdraw 1000 energy, 96, which is 1440 energy to complete the emblems for one hero. 40 energy will be cut in half to 720 when the double emblem is active, which means that you have 720 more energy per hero you decided to max out the emblems for to play for in dungeon events, which is just fantastic. So now it's 48 rounds to complete the emblems of one hero. So always feel free to play around this emblem event so you can save a ton of energy and have more energy left for farming dungeons. Let's go into the Discord again. Double guild boss and double auto drops. That's the two left. Double guild boss, there's nothing else to say. Always farm this, try your best to get the most rewards possible. I will give you guys one tip though, which is about this guild boss tree. A lot of my guild members is farming guild boss tree at the moment, because if you look at the rewards here, you get 60 times 120, no, times 2, which is 120 gems in return, and you have to spend 150 gems to get one key, which means that you only lose 30 gems while getting maybe a summon, if you're lucky, maybe a skill scroll for 8 out of these, and 60,000 times 2 coin, which is not that valuable. But spending a key to do kill boss 3 is very valuable. Then we had the double campaign drops, which is here. Doubling the drops from here. It's solid, you know. So we take what we can get in that one. Let's get back to the Discord so we can see the heroes that get their banners for this upcoming Friday. Here it is. Nice. So let's continue to read here. The bleed hero rate up, okay, that's fantastic because I have only one bleeder on my account, which is Nidrold. So I hope that some of the other bleeders will be in this banner. Will be available from September 8th to September 11th. That's great. For Legend Heroes, we will be able to obtain Grace, Lysander, Cardinal, Nidrold, and Elena. Wow. We're able to obtain heroes from the banner that all are good. Whenever you get a hero from the banner, you have a 100% chance to actually get a hero that's useful. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That's insane. And just to top it off, okay, we do have epic heroes. Makin. I don't care about the rest. Lomas, Holder, and Reeves, all of them are just food. Just use them as food and you will not regret it. But Makin here, it's amazing for you guys starting out. That's the best epic, and having him in a banner just makes it very easy for you to complete campaign. So yeah, this is looking like a very perfect banner for every player actually. So Let's explain a little bit about the heroes here and why each of these heroes is nice. So let's go back to the game. To see each hero, we just go to gallery, and the first hero I know is from Holy Light Parliament because it's Grace. So I'm just gonna click on Grace, and Grace is amazing because she really buffed the damage of all your bleeds. She gives consolidation here, even at E0, which is nice. And she also heals for a massive amount from her E1, buffing her healing effect, which making this skill heal even more than it usually does. She also increases her initial mastery and has some mechanics that will really help out your team to dish out the most damage. The damage herself is quite decent, so she's also a bit valuable just because of that. The biggest negative about Grace is that the biggest damage boost is coming from her exclusive tree, which is giving Spirit Feather. Spirit Feather, as you guys can see here, each layer increases bleed damage dealt, which is what's really making the hero. So how more layers you do have of Spirit Feather, how more damage your Chardonnel, Nidrold, Lysander, Alina will do. Don't worry if you do pull her as an early game player and doesn't want to invest eyes into her, because she's from the Holy Light Parliament, and if you were lucky in this banner to get a copy of Elena, which is a hero we will talk about later, you can build a solid trio squad to push far into the 20s in Holy Light Parliament. Just a reminder to you guys, Anorak is the mythic for Holy Light Parliament, and he's pretty much one of the best heroes in the game, and especially at Faction Abyss. So if you pair Norak, Grace, and Elena together, then you're all good to go for that faction. Then you can use fillers for the two last slots in epics like Anton Kaedo, maybe even Maya, or you can use legendary heroes like Elsa or Elena here to power up your squad around these three core heroes. So the next hero in the banner is Lysander. Lysander really needs this exclusive one to shine in the bleed team. You can play him at E1 to a decently effective level, but he is like most heroes in the game. He really needs that E3 to amplify his damage and become a really solid hero for your squad. If you're an early game player, sending him to E3 is usually not the best option to invest in because heroes like Anhijin E3 or Nidrold E3 will have much larger impact on your squad, but later into the game when you already have all the mandatory best legendary heroes in the game to E3, he becomes extremely valuable for a bleed team in Wuthering Coast, especially if you do want to push that content to get some mythic fragments that can upgrade their gear to be even more powerful than they are today. I would always recommend you guys to prioritize Nidrold E3 before making Lysander E3 because Nidrold is really the perfect bleeder to go for. With that out of the way, I know that Actar made a video on Lysander covering every single exclusive level, so I will keep that as a link in the comment below. Let's do the transition over to Nidrold. Oh boy. Here we got the main guy, Nidrold. First of all, Nidrold really needs E3 to shine because of the number of attacks increases to 8, which is making his his ultimate able to land 3 more bleeds, which is a big damage boost since his bleeds is doing a lot of damage coming from this passive here. If you're lucky to summon Nidrold, giving him E3 is the right option in 100%. of every case. He's the perfect bleeder in this game, so in every content that really needs a bleeder to push through, you will always find the maximum value in Nid rolled. The next hero is Chardonnel, and this is this guy. This guy is also one of the top tier bleeders, mostly useful for Wuthering Coast as well. You can also pair him with Nidrold in Elemental City, if you so wish so. But he's not the best there. So what you're really looking for in Chardonnel is his exclusive 2 here. It increases all allied speed by 40%. It's the same exclusive as Santa E1, which is always very impactful. And then you have the exclusive 3, which is an attack down by 40%, which can be valuable if you need that defensive tool. It gives him a replacement to Little Jack, so if you don't have Little Jack E1 yet, he will be a really good focus for you to build around your Nidrold. He's also a fantastic hero for faction, so you will always have a lot of use of Chardonnel if you are lucky to pull him. The next hero to talk about is from the Hololight Parliament, and that's Alina. Alina is a very old hero, so she isn't really towards the top in bleeders in terms of damage, but that's not the main reason why Alina is one of the best heroes in the game right now. The main reason to that is just this symbol here. She is a DPS from Holy Light Parliament, and she pairs amazingly well with Grace that we already talked about. And as you guys know, the best mythic in the game is Nordak. So having a pairing of Nordak plus Alina plus Grace can be really powerful to push into the 20s of Holy Light Parliament and farm auras at a much more efficient way than you did before. So just because of that, summoning Grace and summoning Alina has a ton of value. Thanks to each one of you watching and making this channel possible. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to share it, like, comment, and subscribe for more Infinite Magic Raid content. Peace.